Hi fellow investors, and thanks for joining me on my journey to financial independence. I will cover the month of November and show you exactly how much I invested, how much cash flow my investments generated, and explain the challenges I encountered. Before moving on to the overview, I wish to thank you all for being with me on this journey. Knowing that these videos are useful is the motivation I need to keep on going. Thanks. So, without further ado, let's check what has happened with my portfolio and the P2P landscape in November. I invested a further €500 on CrowdPair, increasing my portfolio size to €4,593.22. The annual interest rate, stated in my account, grew further to 9.85%. CrowdPair continues to offer sufficient investing opportunities. Nonetheless, I have become slightly pickier with the investments and try not to accumulate too many stages of the same investment. Therefore, I have some uninvested funds. My CrowdPair account returned €32.71 of interest in October. All of the 41 loans in my portfolio are current. Robocash continues to perform well with little to no cash drag. Although they reduced the interest rates on September 18, I still topped it up with an additional €1,500, bringing my total account value to €8,757.57. My average interest dropped further to 9.91% and generated €57.37 of interest. The Robocash team announced further milestones in November. New investors are flocking to the platform, helping it to achieve new heights. Robocash also posted a new analysis highlighting the Asia-Pacific region as the next P2 hotspot, with the potential for economic growth. It is only natural that these regions will be behind global economic growth. Income Marketplace is currently in a tough spot due to the problems with ClickCash and Vivus. The former one committed to paying back €5,000 per month to cover the funds in recovery. At that pace, it will take them around 30 months just to pay the €150,000 of principal, not to mention the interest that accumulated if we get them paid back at all. Vivus, on the other side, is not honoring the buyback obligation. Income Marketplace's communication could be more transparent and up to date. The poor choice of lenders coupled with Income's poor communication leave me with no choice but to slowly withdraw money and search for better opportunities elsewhere. In November, I withdrew a total of €1,223.47 from the account and redistributed them elsewhere. My Income Marketplace account still has €2,614.87, which generated €31.54 of interests. My land account is now worth €8,997.79, and for now I am satisfied with this position and won't further develop it. My portfolio health remains the same and the number of delayed loans for longer than 31 days remains at 27. The loan availability remained good throughout November. The investment generated €52.63 of interest. Land also informed investors of technical updates to the platform and pledged to keep its investors informed of the progress with a bi-weekly newsletter. The reason for the update is, in short, the rapid growth of the user base that left the platform ill-equipped to handle all of the traffic, resulting in technical issues. I welcome Land's proactive communication and hope other platforms will follow. Peerberry was the big winner of my portfolio restructuring. With the redistribution of funds, my account grew from October's €10,661.54 to €12,283.30. The auto-invest function was working well in November. Unfortunately, towards the end of November, most likely due to the reduced supply of loans, both the auto-invest and manual invest seem defunct, and I am sitting on over €7,000 of uninvested funds. Irrespective of this, November marked a new personal best and generated €118.95 of income. For now, I won't be withdrawing any of the funds and will wait and see what happens. November was for PeerBerry a new highlight with over €80 million of funded loans and over €800,000 of paid-out interests. Furthermore, a new loan originator Credito 365 from Mexico was added. The new loan originator is part of the Aventus Group and is therefore backed by the group guarantee. The short-term loans from Mexico will offer 10% of interests. If you are a PeerBerry investor, don't forget to update your auto-invest settings to include the new provider. Estateguru remains one of the market leaders in the P2P landscape despite the challenge from the in Jordan-issued loans which are rejected by investors due to the poor risk-reward balance. My plan is to further develop this position. I am sure that, as time goes by, the uncertainty surrounding the Jordan-issued loans will recede. This is also good food for thought for Estateguru to either adjust the interest rate of the Jordan-issued loans and to further diversify their offering, because we all know that the best remedy against uncertainty is healthy diversification. I transferred additional funds from other platforms to Estateguru. I did that in three €500 deposits in order to avoid cash drag. My Estateguru account is now worth €9,617.95 and generated €55.73 of interest. 2022 is slowly coming to an end and Estateguru is definitively one of the disappointments of this year. The ill-fated expansion to the German market is the source of their problems and the reason why many users turned their back to the platform, including me. In a November 2023 communication, Estateguru stated that they expect to start seeing results from German-issued loans in Q2 of 2024. This is in stark contrast to their communication from June 2023 when they said that the first recoveries are expected in Q3 and Q4 of 2023. When I put my hard-earned money on the line, I expect the highest professionalism, and unfortunately this is not it. In their November communication they also comment about the complexities of legal requirements in Germany which make the process of recoveries time-consuming and frustrating. These are all shallow excuses and underline only the poor due diligence on the side of Estateguru. In November 2023 I withdrew €396.25, thereby reducing the exposure to Estateguru to €8,005.05. Nonetheless, my conservative investments with less exposure to the non-performing German loans still managed to generate €56.76 of interest. My Via Invest position is now worth €10,606.68. At this point I am only reinvesting the profits. In November my investments returned €92.15 of interest. Via Invest keeps delivering steady returns with little to no cash drag. One of the weakest points of Via Invest was the problematic IT infrastructure. On many occasions their platform worked poorly and it was impossible to get statements and other information. I am happy to say that although their platform still lacks a modern and streamlined look, most of the major problems were resolved. Via Invest also posted another article on their blog highlighting a further one of their loan originators, Via Konto from Sweden. Similarly to PeerBerry, Via Invest also announced an exit from Poland due to the legislative changes. In a push for transparency they also published some simple statistics for November. Posts like this go a long way to better understand the business and evaluate the risks. According to Portfolio Restructuring Strategy, one further reduced my Bondora position. Most of the withdrawn funds were redistributed between Estateguru, PeerBerry, and Robocash. This left my Bondora position at €7,144.78 and generating €50.17 of interest. Bondora, the reliable interest payer, lost its bite when banks backed by state guarantees started to pay out solid interest on cash deposits. A good example are German fintech companies like Trade Republic and Scalable Capital, which pay out 4% and 2.6% of interest on uninvested euro respectively. In Rento, my newest addition to the P2P portfolio, is picking up steam. Since opening an account in August 2023, I added a total of €5,000 on the platform. My plan is slowly expand the position once I get a thorough feel for the platform. So far, the experience is very positive. Any questions that I had were promptly answered, and so far their customer support was superb. They even took some time on the side to have a call with me to answer any questions I might have before opening the account. My Rento account is now worth €5,031.82 and generated in November 2023, after withholding tax, €18.62. Like I always say, it doesn't seem much now, but just watch the next year's videos and you will be amazed. In October, I shared with you my observation that it is getting increasingly difficult to deploy capital on reliable P2P platforms. Unfortunately, based on my experience, this remains true for November 2023. Investors are struggling with the limited loan availability and the consequent cash drag. I only hope that the P2P platforms will manage to add additional loan originators to increase the supply of loans, but not at the cost of extensive due diligence. My income for November 2023 from P2P investments was €566.63, a €3 decrease compared to the previous month. Due to the rebalancing of the portfolio and the cash drag, this is okay. My total portfolio is now worth €77,913.36, and I hope to reach the €80,000 goal by the end of this year. I hope you enjoy these videos. Although rather simple, they take up a lot of my free time to make. Please let me know how your investments are going. If you wish to support me on my investment journey, please subscribe and like the video or use any of the referral links in the video description. As always, remember that every investment carries considerable risks. Do not invest money that you cannot afford to lose, and do not blindly trust something you stumble across on YouTube. I am also looking forward to an exchange of views, so please drop a comment. Thanks for watching.